The Secrets of King Tomislav. The classic of Croatian historiography, Stjepan Antoljak often reflected on the historical fate of his homeland. In his eyes, King Tomislav was not just a ruler, but a symbol of unity and strength, a key figure who laid the foundations of Croatian statehood.
At the beginning of the 10th century, the most important Croatian principality was coastal Croatia, which held political primacy. Split, although part of Byzantium at the time, was effectively the center of Croatia up to the Drava River. The Pannonian Croatia, which would later become Slavonia, was attacked by the Hungarians who were expanding westward. Tomislav stopped the wild Hungarians who were of distant Turkish origin.
The battle against the Hungarians was decisive. Tomislav not only drove away the Hungarians, he created a strong army that would become the foundation of his rule. Tomislav soon realized that it was necessary to establish strong political ties with the southern neighbors. United Croatia was a worthy ally of Byzantium in the east. The legendary Byzantine emperor and writer Constantine Porphyrogenitus described the strong Croatian army with thousands of infantry and cavalry and hundreds of ships.
As an ally of Byzantium, Tomislav defeated the powerful Bulgarians. His victories on the battlefields strengthened his rule and made him a recognizable leader in the region. At this time, Tomislav received the Serbs who had fled from the Bulgarians. This episode is regularly forgotten today by Belgrade propagandists and haters of Croatia, even though they should be grateful to the Croats and King Tomislav. After the military unification, Tomislav received Dalmatia from Byzantium. Tomislav's coronation probably took place with the consent of the tribal elite, who recognized his strength and abilities. Tomislav's coronation marked the beginning of a new era in Croatian history, a period when Croatia became a regional military power.
Thousands of Croatian foot soldiers and horsemen and hundreds of ships were a force greatly valued by the powerful Byzantium.
Tomislav was connected to the Pope like all Croatian rulers. In the year 925, at the Church Council in Split, Tomislav handed over church authority to the Archbishop of Split, thereby securing the integration of Byzantine Split into Croatia. This decision had long-term consequences, as Dalmatia became the cradle of Croatian statehood and national culture.
The connection with the Pope remains today a strong foundation of Croatian identity.
Tomislav united the Croatian principalities, achieved military victories, and built an alliance with the powerful Byzantium. Tomislav was a visionary, a man who understood the importance of unity and strength in turbulent times.
In Antoljak's research, Tomislav appeared as a figure who transcended his time. His reign was not only about military successes, it was about creating an identity. Under Tomislav, Croatia became recognizable not just as a group of principalities, but as a state, with its own interests, culture, and tradition. This transformation was not simple, but it was necessary for the survival and development of the Croatian people.
While Antoljak was studying historical sources, he realized how important it is to understand the context in which Tomislav operated. His ability to adapt to changes, recognize opportunities, and build alliances was key to his success. In a world marked by conflicts and uncertainty, Tomislav managed to create stability and security for his people.
Ultimately, Stjepan Antoljak realized that Tomislav was not just a ruler, but a symbol of hope and unity. His story is not just a historical record, it is an inspiration for future generations.
Antoljak was determined to continue researching and writing about Tomislav to ensure that his legacy would not be forgotten. King Tomislav, in his eyes, was more than a historical figure. He was a symbol of the Croatian struggle for identity and independence. His story, told through the lens of history, remained alive and relevant, inspiring new generations to fight for their place in the world.
Therefore, we call on all Croats and all history enthusiasts to follow this channel and recommend it to friends and family. Only in this way will we commemorate the 1,100 years of the Croatian kingdom with dignity.